everyone, and welcome back to reading for today. In reading, we're going to begin with reading Chapter 5, Insuring Your Things with our comprehension questions. So our topic this month with our chapter book reading is we've been talking about job preferences, what it means to receive a paycheck, and then what you can do when you save your money. Today we're going to be talking about insuring your things. So let's first go over our focus question. I'm going to read the focus question as a whole, then we'll go back and break it up into different parts. So our focus question is, what can help when a person gets sick? So sometimes everybody, doesn't feel good once in a while. And so we always have to either go see the doctor or we'll call the doctor, and then we usually have to take medicine to help us get better. So that's part of our focus question is, what can help when a person gets sick? Does a doctor help? Health insurance, or both? Now, some of you might not be familiar with health insurance. It could be a new term. We're going to begin to learn about that today. But some of you might know what health insurance is. So I'm going to read the focus question again, and then we're going to pick an answer from one of the choices, and we're going to remember which one we chose so that at the end of our reading, when we go back to revisit our focus question, we can see if we were correct or incorrect. So I'm going to read the focus question again. What can help when a person gets sick? A doctor, health insurance, or both, meaning a doctor and health insurance? So I want you to think about that, choose one of them, and put it in your mind. And then at the end of our reading, when we go back to revisit our focus question, we could see if we were correct or incorrect. Let's also introduce ourselves to our vocab words for today. One of them we're definitely going to be familiar with. As I say each of the vocab words, you will repeat back after me. We have benefit, pay, rent, money, and insurance. Money should be the vocabulary word that we are familiar with. We talked about money both in Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. Before we begin reading Chapter 5, and going over our materials for the day, I just want to recap Chapter 4. So Chapter 4 was talking about saving your money. So in the story, our character, Keisha, talks about what she is going to do when she receives her paycheck. So we also talked about what a paycheck means, which a paycheck is something that you earn for all the hours of work that you performed at your job. We noticed that when Keisha got her paycheck, we talked about different types of taxes that were taken out, and then what she was going to do with the money that was left over. So Keisha decided that when she received her paycheck, she would put all of that money into her savings account, because one of her goals was to save enough money to be able to pay for an apartment. So today we're going to learn about how Keisha is going to insure her things and what insurance means. So materials that we are going to need to complete this activity is your Chapter 5 reading, Insuring Your Things. You're also going to need your set of comprehension questions, multiple choice questions for those that complete the multiple choice, and then your fill-in-the-blank questions for those that complete the fill-in-the-blank. Everyone is also going to need a pencil and a correcting tool, such as your crayon, marker, or colored pencil or pen for when we go over our answers. And for those of you that use the fill-in-the-blank questions, you're also going to need a scissor and glue and tape so you can cut out your choices and then be able to glue or tape your choices in the blank. So I'll go over our materials again. You're going to need our Chapter 5 reading, Insuring Your Things. Your multiple choice questions for those that complete the multiple choice. And your fill-in-the-blank questions for those that complete the fill-in-the-blank questions. You're also going to need a pencil and a correcting tool, such as a crayon, marker, pen, colored pencil. And for those that complete the fill-in-the-blank questions, you're going to need scissors and then glue or tape to help you cut out your answers and then put your answers in the blank. If you need extra time to gather all of these materials from your packet and around your house, you can pause the video here and then press play when you have everything in front of you. We're we're going to begin reading as a whole group our chapter 5 reading, Insuring Your Things, and then pausing during the reading to go to focus back on our vocab words and some main key points in the story. So as I read, you will follow along with me. Chapter 5, Insuring Your Things. Keisha is happy she is earning money. She is saving money. She has extra money for fun things. Keisha thinks she will reach her goal soon. So remember, in previous chapters, Keisha's goal was to save enough money for her to purchase an apartment. Okay? And as you know, money is one of our key vocabulary words. Keisha's mother says to slow down. Keisha might have money to pay rent. Keisha will need money for other things too. Keisha will need to pay for utilities. Gas, electricity, and water are utilities. Keisha may also have to pay for a cell phone. So even though Keisha is saving money for an apartment, she's also going to need to save money for other things. Included in the apartment, she's going to have to pay for gas and electricity and water. And she's also going to need to pay for a cell phone bill if she wants to have a cell phone. Keisha's mother tells her about insurance. So remember, insurance is another key vocabulary word that we're going to learn about. So insurance protects our things. An accident may break your things. The insurance company would pay for new things. So the insurance means it protects your things. So for example, if you get into maybe a car accident and you have damage to your car, your insurance will help pay for you to repair your car, okay? Or also, if you also have an accident occurs and the insurance company will help you pay for something new. There are other kinds of insurance. So car insurance, just like we talked about, if you get into a car accident and your car gets damaged, you'll have car insurance so you can help pay for those car bills to rebuild your car. There's home insurance. So if something happens within your home, or for example in Keisha's apartment, she can use her home insurance to help pay for those things that need to get fixed. And then there's also life insurance, okay? So life insurance occurs when you are older and it helps you have money for your family in the end. A job may offer health insurance also. This is a benefit. So benefit is also one of our other key vocabulary words. A benefit is something extra from a job. Health insurance helps you pay for doctor bills. So when you go to a doctor's office, so either your doctor's office, maybe even you have dental insurance, or even for those that wear glasses, vision, your health insurance will help you pay for your doctor visit, as well as maybe any type of medicine that you would need to pay for to stay healthy. There are many things to pay for, so Keisha has a good attitude. She can work more hours in the summer. She will work hard to earn more money. So now that Keisha realizes that not only should she be saving for an apartment, there's other things that she's also going to need to pay for that's going to require her to work more hours so she can earn more money. Keisha has a lot of things to buy. She will have to choose what to buy. She can make a budget to help her. Keisha likes that idea. So now Keisha realizes that she's also going to have to pay for different types of insurance. So some of the insurance that she might get could be through her job. Her job could offer her health insurance, which could help pay for her doctor's visits and also any prescriptions or any type of medicine that Keisha might have to take to stay healthy. Okay, so she now realizes that she's going to have to earn extra money. Not only does she have to save money for an apartment, but she's also going to have to save money in her apartment to pay for her electricity and her gas and her water bill. And she's also going to have to save enough money for rent. So making sure that every month she pays her rent so she's able to stay in her apartment. So there's lots of other factors that Keisha realizes that she's going to have to keep in mind while setting her goal, which is buying her apartment. So now what we're going to talk about is we're going to now visit our comprehension questions. So for those of you that have the multiple choice questions, right now you can get out your pencil and put your first and last name at the top. And I'm going to hang my multiple choice questions here. For those of you that have the fill in the blank questions, remember you're going to tear off the sheet in the back and you're going to cut out the 5 vocabulary words here that are going to help us fill in our multiple choice, our fill in the blank questions. Remember, for those of you that are using the fill in the blank questions, everything is a choice of 2 in front of you, and then you're going to choose your answer and put it into the fill in the blank. You might need a little bit of extra time cutting out your pictures and making sure that they're ready right in front of you, so you can pause the video here. And for those of you that have the multiple choice questions, remember you're going to be circling your answer that best completes the question. So what I'm going to do first is I'll read question number 1 of the multiple choice questions, then I'll read question number 1 of the fill in the blank questions. If you need a little bit of extra time, pause the video and then press play when you're ready to answer your questions. So I'm going to first start with the multiple choice. Question number 1 is, what is this chapter about? Car, insurance, or dinner? You're going to circle your answer that best completes the question. Question number 1 on the fill-in. Keisha might have money to pay benefit, pay, rent, money, or insurance. Remember, we're putting the choice of 2, even though I'm reading all 5 on the board, and then choosing that answer that best completes your fill-in by either gluing it or taping it in the box. Question number 2 on the multiple choice. What might Keisha have money for? Pillow, tree, or rent? You're going to circle your answer. Question number 2 on the fill-in. Keisha will need to blank for utilities. Benefit, pay, rent, money, or insurance. Question number 3 on the multiple choice. What will Keisha need to do for utilities? Pay for them, clean them, or make them? Question number 3 on the fill-in. Blank protects our things. Benefit, pay, rent, money, or insurance. Question number 4 on the multiple choice. What is something extra from a job? Benefit, sweater, or paycheck? Question number 4 on the fill-in. A blank is something extra from a job. Benefit, pay, rent, money, insurance. Then question number 5 on the multiple choice, you're going to bubble in your circle that best completes the question. What is important to know about this chapter? Keisha only has to pay for rent. Keisha will work hard to earn more money. Keisha wants to get a different job. And then question number 5 on the fill-in. Keisha will work hard to earn more blank. Benefit, pay, rent, money, insurance. For those of you that had to fill in the blanks, you want to make sure that all of your questions are answered. If you have to go back and answer any other questions, you can rewind the video and to the question that you need to be read to you. And then you're just going to hang tight as we just finish up the back of the multiple choice questions. So for those of you that have the multiple choice questions, we're going to flip our paper over and we're going to answer question number 6 through 10. And then after all of those are answered, we'll come back and we'll correct our work. So for those of you that have the multiple choice questions, remember some of these questions might have more than one correct answer. We're just focusing on getting at least, if they have more than one answer, at least circling one of the correct answers. If you think you know if it has 2 or more correct answers and you think you know them both, you can bubble in both of the circles. So with all of these, remember, we're bubbling in the circle that best answers the question. So here we go, reading question number 6. What are different types of insurance? Car, homeowners, or life? Number 7. Where might a person get health insurance? The grocery store, the mall, or from a job? Question number 8. What does health insurance help you pay for? Doctor visits, food, or a house? Question number 9. How will Keisha earn more money? She will borrow money from her mom. She will do a good job and have a good attitude. She will work more hours in the summer. And number 10. How can Keisha keep track of her money? She can make a budget. She can write down how much she earns. She can buy whatever she wants. If you need any of these read out loud or you have to go back to answer one, you can always rewind the video to that question to listen to it again. And then once everybody is ready and all of your questions have been answered, we're going to get out our correcting tool so we can go back and correct our work. Remember, for those that have the multiple choice questions, if you get it, and as well as the fill in the blanks, if you get it correct, you can put a check next to it. If you do not have it correct, you're going to circle your answer, the correct answer, and correct your mistakes so we learn from our mistakes. For the fill in the blanks, if you have pictures in the wrong spot, you can try pulling them off and re-gluing them. If not, you can use any of the additional pictures left over to put over the answer. So we're going to do the same thing as we did as I read each question. I'll first answer question number 1 on the multiple choice, and then we'll do question number 1 on the fill-in. So here we go. Number 1, what is this chapter about? Car, insurance, or dinner? And the correct answer is this chapter is about insurance. Question number 1 on the fill-in. Kesha might have money to pay, and it's going to be rent. She might have enough money to pay rent on her apartment so far that she has saved up. Question number 2 on the multiple choice. What might Kesha have money for? Pillow, tree, or rent? The correct answer is rent. Question number 2 on the fill-in. Keisha will need to blank for utilities, and the correct answer is pay. She's going to need to pay for utilities. Utilities would include her water bill, her electricity bill, and her gas bill are some of her utilities, as well as paying for her cell phone bill. Question number 3 on the multiple choice. What will Keisha need to do for utilities? Pay for them, clean them, or make them? And the correct answer is she's going to need to pay for them. So she's going to have to start saving up money now, not only to making sure that she has enough money to pay for her rent for her apartment, but also having enough money to make sure that she's able to pay for her utilities, which she's going to need in her apartment. Question number 3 on the fill-in. Blank protects our things. And it's insurance. Insurance protects our things. So insurance is something that we pay for to help protect some of our things in case that they break or if we have an accident. Number 4 on the multiple choice is what is something extra from a job? Benefit, sweater, or paycheck? The correct answer is benefit. Question number 4 on the fill-in. A blank is something extra from a job. And the fill-in is benefit. A benefit. So different types of benefits would include, as part of your insurance, you would have dental insurance for when you go see a dentist. You would have health insurance for when you go see a doctor, which would also help pay for any type of medicine that you may need. And then also for your vision, so you would have eye insurance or a vision policy. So for those of you that wear glasses, it would help pay for if you need new prescriptions for your glasses or even a new pair of glasses. And then number 5 on the multiple choices, what is important to know about this chapter? Keisha only has to pay for rent. Keisha will work hard to earn more money, or Keisha wants to get a different job. And the correct answer should be B. Keisha will work hard to earn more money. So she also decided that she would work more in the summer because she would be able to pick up more hours. And then number 5 for the fill-in is Keisha will work hard to earn more, and money is your fill-in. Earn more money. For those of you that have the fill-in-the-blank questions, you can just put those down and then listen as we correct the rest of our multiple choice questions, and then we're going to go back and revisit our focus question and our vocab words. So number 6 on the multiple choice questions. What are different types of insurance? Car, homeowners, or life? And the correct answer is all 3. There's car insurance, so if you get into an accident, it can help pay for the damage that is caused to your car. Homeowners insurance, so if something happens to your home and you need something fixed, if there's any type of damage, it would help pay for your damage. And then there's life insurance as well, something that you will need when you get older. Number 7, where might a person get health insurance? The grocery store, mall, or a job? The correct answer is at a job. Most of your jobs that you will earn or apply for would come with health insurance. Number 8, what does health insurance help you pay for? Doctor visits, food, or house? The correct answer is doctor visits. Your health insurance will help pay for your doctor visits. So it help pay for your doctor visit. You have what you call is I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of it right now. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, guys. Your copay. So sometimes when you go visit a doctor, you have a copay. So sometimes your copay would be $20 for you to go visit the doctor. So it would help reduce your copay, and then it would also be able to help pay for any prescriptions that you might need to take to stay healthy. Number 9, how will Keisha earn more money? She will borrow money from her mom. She will do a good job and have a good attitude. She will work more hours in the summer. And the correct answer is C. She's going to work more hours in the summer. Since Keisha will not be in school, in the summertime, she'll have more hours available, so she will be able to work those hours. And then number 10, how can Keisha keep track of her money? She can make a budget. She can write down how much she earns, or she can buy whatever she wants. So the correct answer is A. She's going to make a budget, and it's also B. She's going to write down how much money she earns. So she might write down how much money she earns, and then how much money she needs to save up in order to pay for certain things. Alrighty, let's go and let's revisit our focus question. So I want you to think about what answer you chose at the beginning of our lesson, and that way we're going to see if the answer that you chose was correct or incorrect based on what we just read in our reading. So our focus question was, what can help when a person gets sick? A doctor, health insurance, or both? And the correct answer is both. So when you get sick, you will have to go to the doctors, and your health insurance will help pay for your doctor's visit and any type of medicine that you may need to take. So we're also going to, I'm just going to recap our Chapter 5 reading today before we end with going over our vocab words. So in Chapter 5 today, Insuring Your Things, we learned about that there's different types of insurance. So we learned about that there's health insurance, and there's car insurance, there's homeowner insurance, there's life insurance, and that Kesha needs to budget for all of those. Kesha also learned that she's also not only going to have to save to pay for her rent, but she's also going to have to save to pay for her utilities. And her utilities included her gas bill, her electric bill, her water bill, and also her cell phone bill. So Kesha realized that she's going to have to earn more money. So she's going to be able to work more hours in the summer so she can earn more money. And now she's going to create a budget, and she's going to write down and keep track of everything that she earns. So then she'll be able to successfully be able to pay rent for her apartment, be able to make sure that she has enough money for her insurance if she needs to use it, and then making sure that she has enough money to pay for all her utilities and cell phone bill. So now we're going to end by saying each of our vocab words. As I say them, you can repeat back after me, or you can read along with me. So we have benefit, and benefits come with your job, so different types of benefits went along with our insurance. So, your dental, so when you go to the dentist, your eyes, so when you go to your eye doctor. Pay, so we talked about that Kesha's going to have to pay for other things besides her rent. Rent is our next vocab word, so Kesha's going to have to pay rent every month for her to live in her apartment. Money, so she's going to have to earn more money so she can pay for other things. And then insurance, so we talked about, your life insurance, car insurance, homeowner's insurance. And later on this week, we're going to end our unit by reading chapter 6. So after reading, it's going to be time for math. So I will see you all back in math.